Hi, I'm here today to talk about the Tessa Sheath Dress from Love Notion's PDF sewing patterns. If you are looking for a lovely, easy to sew dress that works with a lot of different kinds of fabrics, then the Tessa Sheath Dress is what you want. So let's take a second to talk about the details for this pattern. The Tessa Sheath Dress is our featured pattern today, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about why I love it so much, besides the fact that it was named after me. My sister Tammy designs the patterns, and she named a pattern after each of her sisters. So the Tara tunic, the Tabitha top, and the Tessa Sheath Dress are all named after her sisters. So I love this pattern for several reasons, but also because it's my namesake. So the Tessa Sheath Dress is available in sizes extra small to XXXL. Tessa Sheath Dress has lots of options, but you can also make it in a very simple, clean silhouette for a super fast sew. So let's talk about the options that Tessa Sheath Dress has. First of all, you can make this dress as I've made it here with a very simple, clean neckline, or you can make it with the yoke option. And the yoke option is so pretty, especially if you try it with like a faux stretch leather or even some really pretty stretch lace. Those would all make really beautiful options for the Tessa Sheath Dress. Additionally, the Tessa Sheath Dress has two different neckline options aside from the yoke. So you can make the Tessa Sheath Dress with a bateau neckline, which is a little bit higher up in the front and a little bit wider across the shoulders. And that's a very classic, really beautifully elegant neckline. And then you can also make the Tessa Sheath Dress with a scoop neck, which is what I chose to do here. You can see the neckline comes down just a little bit. So the other options that you have for the Tessa Sheath Dress are a variety of sleeve lengths, and you can choose from two hem length options. The other really great thing about the Tessa Sheath Dress is that it is made to be interchangeable with the Sybil Skirt, which is a knit skirt pattern that has 7 different views. So you can use the bodice of the Tessa Sheath Dress and you can mix and match that with every single Sybil skirt option that is available. So there's a swing skirt, an A-line skirt, a pencil skirt, and another really pretty way to mash these together is with the pleated skirt and the gored skirt. So I'll show you some examples of those on the screen here. And it just is another way that this pattern is so versatile. Additionally, the Tessa Sheath Dress can be made with a variety of fabrics that you probably already have in your stash right now. I know I'm not the only one who impulse buys pretty fabrics and has no idea what to do with them. Well, the Tessa Sheath Dress is a great pattern to use for those pretty fabrics that you've got. So the pattern calls for fabric that is structured, but knit. So those would be your scubas, Liverpools, pontes, anything that's kind of got a little bit more of weight to it and has a little bit more structure to it. So you would not want to use like a rayon spandex, and you probably wouldn't want to use like a thin double brush poly or an ITY. This pattern needs a little bit of body with its fabric. So here are some examples of fabric that I've got in my stash that would make perfect Tessa Sheath dresses. So I have this really nice structured scuba fabric. I have a really pretty floral Liverpool fabric, and this fabric has like a texture to it and it's a little thicker and spongier. Another fabric that's great for this pattern is ponte, and you can find ponte in a lot of different designs, but I love to see the Tessa Sheath Dress in a solid ponte, and this would be an example of a really pretty fall Tessa Sheath Dress option. This would be so pretty with like a burgundy lace on the yoke. And then any double knit fabric that you've got is gonna be a great option. So I have this kind of, I think this is like a jacquard fabric that it has a lot of drape to it, but it also has some body and structure. It's like a little bit thicker than your normal like cotton lycra. So you would want to use maybe a little bit more of a dressier fabric for this pattern, but it can go in so many different ways depending on the fabric that you use. So for my Tessa Sheath dress, I chose to use this really beautiful special occasion fabric from Serge Fabric Shop, who by the way is also sponsoring our upcoming Serenity sweater sew-along. And you can get a discount code and register to participate in the sew-along with all of the links below. So I love this fabric. It has like a little bit of a sequin, lots of texture, and because of the simple silhouette of this dress, it is gorgeous to highlight fabric that you love. Additionally, we have lots of content on the Love Notions blog that you can visit to see all of the different ways you can customize your Tessa Sheath dress to make exactly what you would like to wear. So we have a blog that explains how to make this the perfect party dress. We have a blog that explains how to mash the Tessa Sheath dress with any of our Sybil Skirt options. And we also have just released today a new blog on how to add the most beautiful waist ties to your Tessa Sheath dress. And this is a great option for anyone that does not want to highlight their tummy, but wants a little bit more of some waist shaping action going on in there. And if you look at the Tessa Sheath dress, it does have some really nice gentle shaping inside of the pattern, and in fact there's a seam that goes up the back of it to provide even more shaping. But for anyone who wants a little bit more interest to the front of the pattern, those waist ties are beautiful. Thanks so much to Kira, Island Socialist. You can follow her on YouTube, and you should definitely check her out. This hack is gorgeous. So I hope that you take a minute to look at the Tessa Sheath dress. You can find all of the links below for any of the options that we talked about today, including the links to the upcoming Serenity sew-along, and obviously the pattern link. I hope that you give Tessa Sheath dress a chance, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do.